Welcome to Ballybrack, home see home. Are you just passing boy? You're not a tourist, there's no attraction. But we can be your guide, the name is Versey. Pleasure to be it serious, please don't be nervous. Step right up, there's no animals in the circus. Can't stress it enough, it's truly remarkable. So without the fuss, so listen up. I'll take you on a journey where it's far from plush, but it's far from poor.
What's the crack? You're watching the Lab TV and I'm here with
Versey.
Stardy, boy.
Stardy, boy. How are you, boy?
How are we getting on, boy?
Oh, great, boy.
What's happening?
Good. Loving the weather.
So, I mean, you're making mad moves and you're doing mad shit, right? You want to tell the people what you got, what you want them to look at?
Yeah, well, basically, I put an album together called Ballybrack the Album. And I've been working on it the last year and a half. And I've a load of heads on the album of the likes of Rob Kelly, Nugget, Teverist, Redzer, Deanie, just a whole heap of names on the album. And we put out a video about a year ago called Welcome to Ballybrack.
Yeah.
And that made mad noise, over 100,000 views on social media. And basically that was the beginning of this putting together this project. And yeah, it's getting a bit of a getting some good feedback so far. Anyway.
Well, the thing I liked about that, man, was it's essentially what hip hop is. You're reporting what's happening around you.
Well, that's it, and that was the whole idea of the title Ballybrack the album. It's not all about Ballybrack, but it's a metaphor for just kind of, you know, everything that's going on in life after you come out of Ballybrack. You're still Ballybrack inside you, you know what I mean? And you take whatever kind of you take from Ballybrack, you take with you around for the rest of your life, you know.
Yeah. So how is it now back home?
All good, yeah. Well, I'm not living in Ballybrack now at the minute, but I'm hearing good things about it. It's progressing since the song, anyway. So
you're the number one reason for tourism.
Exactly, yeah. That was it. Yeah, that was my advertisement for Ballybrack.
That is the job. But
yeah.
So, what's next project now? What do you do next?
Well, we have a music video coming out on Friday with Slick Bullet, Ja1 and Row B, and that's called Want This Smoke.
Sweet.
And Alan Dunn directed that, and we filmed it about 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Ballybrack up, man, we tough as nails, so yeah, you know the drill. You fuck with the boys, we're bringing the noise, and swinging the toys, then watch you spill. No mercy, you put your hands on Versey, you fuck with the bullet. Uncle's Terrence and Kill, we're one of the same, I'm bringing the pain, yeah, you gotta love it. They have their backs, we have theirs too, we need that unity, yeah, communities full of soldiers. This is our life, this isn't a movie. Real enemies, envious, having a notion of how to compose a work of art.
And we're finally putting it out on Friday, and hopefully the following week then I plan to put the album out. And we get more videos going and just see how things go with the album, and then we'll see what the feedback is like, and we'll just keep pushing, like, you know.
That's the job, right? That's class. Well, tell me about the process of writing the album and releasing the track. Like, who made the beats? Where did you make the beats? How did you come up with the ideas?
Well, the idea for the album itself came about. I hadn't been putting out music in quite some time. I'd been putting bits and pieces out, but on a kind of minute scale. And I wanted to put, it was more so for the area, and I wanted to put out something that was for the area, but kind of for the scene as well. And I was kind of thinking, how could I get the people's attention? And Ballybrack the album immediately sprung to mind. If I go onto social media and advertise Ballybrack the album, people are not just going to click by it, they're going to say, Ballybrack, an album about Ballybrack. What's that about? So I kind of wanted to gain the people's ear first, and on with the track as well. I knew if I had an album called Ballybrack the album, I'd have to write a track about Ballybrack anyway. So that was how that came about. And I wrote the track and recorded the track, and I put it out, and I was just amazed by the feedback I got and the reaction. And I knew then that I had to put out the video ASAP as soon as, and again that took off. And not just in Ballybrack, as I said, everywhere people are really kind of getting to know the name. And I was like, okay, this is the platform now. I need to work on this. And I just got in touch with producers, Verbal, that kid Goran, a producer called Rob Kelly. She's a whole heap of producers on it, because I wanted the album to kind of go. I didn't want to sound it like everything that's out now. You know, a lot of stuff you hear is kind of, you've these guys that do the darker stuff, you know, the boom bap stuff, and then you've the other guys that are doing the kind of the drill and the traps type stuff, and I wanted to kind of go in a different direction and have a whole different diverse sounds on the album. I mean, you'd have some dark stuff, and you'd have some upbeat stuff, and then you'd have stuff that just kind of sits right in the middle, and there's something for everybody on the album, and it's a lot of it's just storytelling as well, like, you know, which I think is the kind of, it's what hip hop should be.
Yeah, man, 100, man.
100. I'm not out there rapping about, you know, doing drugs or killing people or any of this stuff. It's true life stuff, you know.
Yeah. Well, it would be real for you if you did.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm just looking forward to putting it out, and I'm just hoping it gets some good feedback. That's sweet. That's my main kind of.
That's the essence, right? Where can people find you?
I'm on Facebook, facebook.com/Versey Music. I'm on Instagram _Versey, Spotify Versey. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. But there's this big things coming. The video coming out for the album coming out next week. Just keep an eye out. Keep the ears peeled.
Keep our lip tight.
Keep our lip.
Do you have a message for the people?
Just be you. Just don't try and follow the trends. Just try and set trends and just be you, and that's all you can be.
Yeah, my man. Tell him. Preach. Tell him, son. Tell him.
Lab TV Ireland. Big up.
Big up to you too, bye.
Oh no, seriously, doing big things for the scene.
Hey, it's all about exposure and love.
That's it.
Doing it together, by we're all a family.
That's it. We're all one. We're all one.
We're all class. It's just a journey to the Y. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and make sure that you check out this guy.
You sit here with the big dogs. All my niggas with me is a lift off. No, you don't really want the smoke. No, you don't really want the smoke.